Oh Lord, here we go. Let me turn the lights on. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see nothing. Okay, look at here, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. I need you to take it down a bit. Please shine bright on me. Now, where did it go? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Midday Manifest. It's your girl, none other than Coach Misty. All right, I'm trying to get us together on TikTok. I figured out how to make my streams public to everybody because that's why we didn't get a lot of people watching on Facebook because they were private, and we figured out how to fix that. So, what's up, Buttercups? You can share this stream as well if you're watching me on Facebook. You can share it, or definitely on YouTube. Share it. We are doing part 2 of interaction with boldness. Oh, Mr. Sun. I'm going to have to redo this braid today. Oh, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Hey, y'all. Listen, what did I eat for lunch yesterday? Well, I'm going to say this to say that. I had breakfast for lunch. Yesterday. And listen, y'all showed out yesterday. I had breakfast for lunch. And then we had a little bit left over for breakfast this morning. So I want to thank y'all. Listen, I do a lot better when I'm not hungry. I do a lot better. Huh? We just say Pastor Coach Bishop Misty do a lot better when she ain't hungry. Hold on, y'all. So I thank y'all. Yes, y'all did that. Yes, I had breakfast for dinner for breakfast, and had some breakfast this morning. What's up, Buttercups? Hey, before we get started, let me ask y'all a question. Yes, honey, y'all sponsored that Good First Watch today. Okay, you don't drink the lavender lemonade when you done brushed your teeth. Word to the wise. I just brushed my teeth. Don't judge me, judge yourself. And then I just took a sip of this lavender lemonade. And it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Before we get started with part 2 of interaction with boldness, the audacity. Before we get started with the audacity of it all, have y'all watched that series on Amazon Prime called Swarm? Listen, not please make sure Coach eat past the plate now. Shut up, friend. Have y'all got a chance? Oh, my face is dry. That's how you know I did listen. My face is dry. That's how you know I at least washed my face. What's up, Miss Bear? If I ain't do nothing else, I washed my face. Have anybody saw that series, Swarm? Listen, baby, that series had me in a choke hole yesterday. I want to apologize to whoever had a reading with me when I was watching Swarm. Yes, I did give you your reading. No, I did not give you my full attention. I'm going to be honest with that. But I gave you what God told me to give to you. Baby, Swarm had me in a choke hold. Okay? Please, if you not had it, this ain't got nothing to do with Midday Manifest. This is just Coach Misty take on the world. Baby, Swarm, Now, before we get started, I know y'all watched that Tammy Roman, the Lifetime movie. And is it me? Or is it me because, let me ask the question. Is it me or is Lifetime going black? Is Lifetime competing with BT Plus? That's another topic. Is it me or is Lifetime competing with BT Plus? Because all of the new Lifetime movies got a whole all black ensemble. But anywho, if we're going to get to this in a minute, 1 second. Lifetime is getting real black. I remember when Lifetime had all the stories back in the day about the crazy cheerleaders, the women with the cheating husbands, the woman who was changing her identity. But now, all their storylines got a lot of black folks in them. I said, come through, Lifetime. I might have to get me the Lifetime movie subscription. Okay, Lifetime had me back in they clutch when they came out with the Clark Sister movie. The Clark Sister movie had then the Mahalia Jackson. Now you got Tammy Roman. Listen. Now you got Tammy Roman. Okay, and now y'all got some. I think Carly Red. I don't know. Anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with Midday Manifest. What I'm saying to say this. Go watch Swarm. If you like that Tammy Roman movie, first of all, Swarm and the girl in the basement. What was it? The girl in the basement. The girl in the basement. Those are two different type of movies. They're both good movies. That one had me in the chokehold too. But baby, the Swarm. Damn, my thing ain't even on. Hold on. Oh Lord, we done left it on off. There it go. Y'all go watch Swarm. You hear me? Swarm will have you go watch Swarm. All right, y'all. Welcome to the most ratchet, realest Bible study on God's green internet. I am your girl, Coach Misty. If you're new here, honey, welcome. Welcome to Spiritually Ratchet. Welcome to Midday Manifest. We are here, honey. Yes. This is not the King James Version. They talking about when did the Bible come out with the new colors? I ain't got that Bible. This is the 48 Laws of Power. This is the Bible to your convicts, con artists, congressmen, city council members. The 48 Laws of Power. This is the Bible to many. Okay? Here at Life and New Beginnings Community Church. Life and New Beginnings, LNBCC. We learn from things other than the Bible. We learn from other things other than the Bible. So we are using the 48 Laws of Power every day. We at noon-ish. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I could have been on here at 12 o'clock on the dot. I could have been here 12 o'clock on the dot, but anyway, I laid in the bed. I was watching a TikTok, and then so I'm here now. I'm here. Okay. So noon-ish. If you do not get alerts, listen, if you do I watch Power? I'm going to say this and say that. And I'm going to go back to this. I stopped watching Power when he would start dealing with Angie. I do watch the 50 Cent one. I like the one about the other people. I like the one about the story about 50 Cent. I do like that one. But the regular Power, I stopped watching all of that when he was dealing with Angie, and they glorified, as they always do, a black man leaving his black wife for a woman that's lighter. I ain't got to, as a light, I couldn't stand by that. I can't stand by that. So I stopped watching Power a long time ago. Now I don't watch Tommy's story. In my mind, I am Tommy, but I don't watch his story because it just don't do nothing for me. But the 50 Cent one, I do watch BMF. I got to catch up on it. I do watch BMF. Okay. I do watch BMF. All right. And, but listen, back to this. Now, all these shows we talking about, all these people that we are trying to be relatable with, listen, 48 Laws of Power. The things that, let me tell you something. Let me say this to say that. Real OGs win. You say, baby, you got me reading this book on Audible. Let's get into it. Real OGs read. Real OGs win. These dudes out here that ain't got it. Let me tell you something. You want to play it for real? You want to play it for show? Get one that read. Get you a player that read. Y'all be messing with these folks, even if it's on Audible. Get you a player that want to learn something. I'm not gonna get on these men. And the women too. A lot of y'all young, it's too early, coach. It's too early, coach. We just started. It's not even 1 o'clock. Where you at? You can't be calling them hoes. Y'all young hoes don't read either. So to my gentlemen, to my brothers, to my sons, to my uncles, my cousins, get you a girl that can read. Before we gonna get into it, not too much. Okay, Taylor, we gonna get into this, but I'm gonna say this and say that. I remember back in the day, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, 116th and Miles to be exact, the side where the graveyard is. I remember back in the day, all the dudes on the block wanted me. And I can say that. Yeah, that's true. All the dudes on the block wanted me. Number one, I wasn't accessible. I'm about to teach y'all young chicks a lesson. I wasn't accessible to everybody. I was a unicorn. Y'all don't know how to be a unicorn. I was a unicorn. You saw me, but you couldn't touch me. Right? So I was the object. I was the apple of their eye. I was the object of their desire because they saw me every day, but could not touch me. Right? And there was one, I'm not going to say his name. He actually follows me on TikTok and we friends on Facebook, but he's married now, so I'm going to leave that alone. There was one that a lot of chicks wanted to get into. Ain't about the art of seduction. This is just real shit. Y'all be saying, oh, it's the art of seduction. It ain't the art of seduction. This is just real life. This is knowing you don't eat, you don't. Anyway, this is hood. This is hoodonomics 101. So it was one of them that I liked a little bit. I had always liked him, but I couldn't let other people see me talking to him because it wouldn't be the same desire. So I would have him meet up with me after the street lights went off. His grandmother's house was right behind my grandmother's house. He lived on 114th, and I would have him come by. There was a way you could come behind the houses, and he could meet me in my grandmother's backyard, and we would sit on the back steps. Even back then, I was a player for real. We would sit on the back steps and talk. So nobody saw him walk down the street and come in my grandmother's yard. They didn't know that I was meeting him in the backyard, and we would sit and talk. And I asked him, I said, there's a lot of girls that want you. There's a lot of girls that want you. A lot of girls that want to be the one. He had money. He was young. He was handsome, but in an ugly way. Wait, I hope you're not watching. He was handsome in an ugly way. His family was well known, right? I said, there's a lot of girls that want you. Why do you want me? He said two things. He said, let me tell you why I want you. He said, why I want you opposed to the other girls. The other girls was putting out. The other girls was putting out. They was doing all kind of stuff. He had more access to them because my grandmother wouldn't let me, my grandmother and parents didn't let me leave out the yard too much. I had to sit on the steps. He said, the reason why I want you, he said, because you're pretty and you can read. Damn, I turned the button off. That'd have been opportune time. Let's replay that back. He said, the reason why I want you is because you're pretty and you can read. Okay? Let me tell you something. To all my chicks who's trying to get somebody with some money, you want a street dude, right? You want somebody with some real bread. Not these dudes, not these clowns out here with 30 necklaces on. Not these clowns out here wearing the DH Gate jewelry. Not these clowns out here wearing the center of the ball jewelry. You want somebody who move in silence, right? But they moving. You hear me? You have to be a unicorn. Friend said a kingpin. You have to be a unicorn. You have to bring something that nobody else is bringing. Huh? You have to be pretty. You have to be smart. Not even pretty. You got to have a pretty personality. You got to be smart. And you got to know how to read. But you got to know how to read on different levels. You got to know how to read. Huh? You need to be able to give him information that he don't have to go get himself. You got to be able to read the scene. Read what's going on. Huh? He don't need a trophy. He need a confidant. Now, that's all the game I'm giving today. Let's get into it. 4-day laws of power, interaction with boldness. I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. Huh? You got to learn how to read. Okay. And we're done with that. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm dropping gems. Call me Candy Crush. All right, y'all. If y'all missed yesterday's, it's all right. You can just go back to my YouTube. Listen. Hold on. Lala said that's my sign to get the book. You do need the book, friend, but that wasn't in the book. She said that's my sign to get the book. That's not in the book, friend. That's me. That's uno nuno. That ain't in the book. Huh? See, that's the great thing about me doing the 4-day laws of power with you. I give you, listen, moving in silence. I give you what you need to know, and then I coach Misty that thing for you. I give you what you need to know, and then I coach Misty that thing for you. But yes, friend, get the book. Listen, Law 28 says interaction with boldness. If you missed out yesterday, don't worry. Go back to my YouTube. I am Coach Misty. I am Coach Misty, all in one thing. I am Coach Misty. And baby, when I tell you, I left y'all with a word yesterday. If I didn't do nothing else, I left y'all with a word yesterday. And as always, if the spirit tells you, whispers to you to move, and you would like to leave the girl, we're gonna pass the collection plate. That's my Cash App. If you want to, you can. If you don't, that's cool too, because I'm still going to come in here and do what I do. All right, Law 28 says interaction with boldness. Now I'm going to read the beginning and then we're going to skip to the part where we left off. It says, if you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. This goes for work. This goes for love. This goes for any kind of or where are my scammers and bammers at? This go for y'all too. Anything you doing, good, bad, or ugly, it says if you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitations will infect their execution. Being timid is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistakes you commit through audacity are easily corrected with more audacity. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. All right, y'all. So we left off at page, I'm going to read the 3 things I read yesterday. We left off at page 230. Take your bookmark out. Listen. It says this. I'm going to say this. 3 things that we left off of yesterday. It says largeness of scale deceives the human eye. And I'm not going to get too much into it because I want you to go back and watch the replay on YouTube. I'm not going to get that much into it, but I'm going to say this to say this. The larger the con, the more believable. The larger the lie, the more believable. Real quick, I just used an example. If you ever dealt with a lying man, when a man get caught up, his lie is dumb. Baby, if a man say he gonna pick you up and he don't show up, he stands you up. He not gonna call you and like, yo, I just overslept. Nah, that's too. He gonna call you and say, my car flipped over in a ditch. My big mama lost her right toe. My little cousin Pookie got shot. And my phone went down the drain. Now, after all of that, how can you then sit there and be mad at him? What's up, Nikita? I'm sorry. How can you sit there and be mad at him after all of that? And if you do act like you mad, then you the problem. She said, why though? Why what? Why do they lie? Because you allow it. See, everybody will tell a lie to see how far they can get with it. Y'all lie at work. Hold on, let me say this and say that. Now I know I use men a lot in my scenarios and stuff like that, but y'all lie too. We lie. I done lied. You done lied. Everybody lied. You lie at work to see how to do. Listen. Well, friend, you need to come to Hoology. Purple Springs, you need to come to Hoology. I got a class April 28th. Go on my website. Somebody help her to my link tree. One of my moderators, she need to come to Hoology. Listen, y'all sit up here and say, oh, well, why they do that? Y'all lie too. Y'all go to work and y'all baby been sick 47 times. Y'all lie too. If y'all know y'all got a supervisor or a manager that's impartial to kids being sick, little Bookie gonna be sick, little Tookie gonna be sick 47 times within 30 days. If you know you got a manager that's impartial to animals, if Becky like dogs, then your dog, you ain't even got a dog. You done brought this picture off the internet. Then your dog is gonna have heartworm disease 37 times. Huh? So cut it out. Everybody lie. Kissed by Ken said my grandmama died twice. Okay, twice. He said my grandmama died twice. It's a 48 laws of power. So what I'm saying is this. Largeness of scale deceives the human eye. Okay? When we are watching things on the internet, largeness of scale deceives the human eye. If I came out here, listen. And I ain't going to talk about it because we're going to move on. We're going to finish this. Because tomorrow is going to be dumb amazing. If I came on here, have anybody ever noticed that I always get online in a house dress and probably my face not moisturized and I don't never be really like all the way put together. Thank you, Taylor. Has anybody ever noticed that coach really don't, come on with all dialed up? It's 2 reasons. Number one, I need you to listen. Let me tell you, number one, I need you to listen with your ears and not with your eyes. That's the problem that we have going on. We're listening with our eyes. We're listening with our eyes. I need you to listen for your ears. So I don't come on here all dialed up and juiced up and, what, all my jewelry on and all my rings and flashing and tennis bracelets. I got some pieces. I do. I got a little razzle dazzle. You don't see me making videos walking outside my 2 cars like this could be you and and this is where I live and I don't do all that. Because I want you to listen with your ears and not your eyes. Number 2, I don't do all that because I don't get out the bed. I don't get out the bed until midday manifest. That's the real flex. I don't get out the bed until midday manifest. I don't have to. And my shit still shake. I ain't got to. That's the real flex. I get up when I want to. I get up when I want to, and I still maintain my growing empire. That's the real flex. Not the clothes I wear. Okay? Not the clothes I wear. I just took my bonnet off. Not the clothes I wear. Not the jewelry I have. Not the cars I drive. The real flex is that I make my own schedule. The real flex is that I get the rest that's needed. Okay? I get the rest that's wanted. That's the real flex. Friends said clock in when you want to. Ain't no clock. I don't have to clock in or nothing. That's the real flex. If I decide I ain't gonna work, I ain't working. That's the real flex. If you book an appointment with me and you get on my nerves, I'll refund you. And I ain't gonna worry about it. That's the real flex. Yeah. So I want you to listen with your ears and not your eyes. So that's why I don't get online with all the hoopla, and that's why I don't put all the dressing and the pageantry, and I'm gonna have on all my stuff, and I don't do all that. Okay, that's why. And she said, and we'll block you, and we'll block you too. Right, that's the real flex. Let's get back into it. Number 2, it says, arm yourself with bigness and boldness. Stretch your deceptions as far as they will go, and then further, and then go further. It says, arm yourself with bigness and boldness. Stretch your deceptions as far as they will go, and then go further. Number 3, asking for more puts the other person on the defensive. Cut out the nibbling effect of compromise and doubt, and overwhelm it with boldness. So if you ask somebody for something and they get to hemming and hawing, don't sit up there and give them time to think. Now you ask for more. You know what you're going to say? You know what? All that hemming and hawing, now I want more. I asked you for 10,000. You couldn't make a pimp decision on 10,000. Now you're going to give me 12. Did y'all see some of the way I picked up on that? Y'all said, what? Yeah. I asked you for 10,000. I sounded like a DJ. Now it's 12. Now the price is 12. That's how. Hey, y'all need to watch BM. That's how bosses do it. Real bosses, not these people online talking about they a girl boss, a boss babe. That's how cartels do it. I hate the word boss. I think that is so stupid. I'm not a boss. I'm an employer. I hate the word boss. I'm an employer. Okay. Hey, I got me some moderators, Taylor and Autumn Nights. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Listen, the world. I'm on page 231. Let's get into it. We're gonna finish this. All right, page 231 at the bottom. It said the word is full of boyers. Now, some of these words I'm gonna change up 1 or 2 things. Number 1. I'm going to put them into real life terms for you. Number 2, some of this shit I just don't want to sound out because I'm tired. I talk all the time. So y'all going to be like, wait, coach, I'm on it. It don't say that. So here's the deal. The world is full of haters. Understand that. The world is full of haters. Men who despise you, fear your ambition, and jealously guard their shrieking rams of power. You need to establish your authority and gain respect. But the moment the haters sense you're growing boldness, they will act to overthrow you. Okay? So listen, there are haters everywhere. Now here's the deal. A lot of y'all be on the lookout for haters, but being on the lookout for haters, it turn you into a hater. Uh-oh. What you say, coach? I'm gonna repeat that again. Haters are everywhere. And this ain't in the book. This is I'm Coach Misty in that thing. Haters are everywhere. That's a statement. That's a statement. That's a true fact. Haters are everywhere. And a lot of times we are on the lookout for haters, but being on the lookout for haters will turn us into a hater. Huh? You have to learn how to stay positive in the midst of your haters. I guarantee you, I got 3 haters watching me right now. I guarantee you, I got a minimum of 3 haters watching me right now. I got haters that book with me. I got haters that book with me that's waiting on me to give them something that's so totally off that they can run and say, oh, I booked a reading with her. And what she told me didn't make no sense at all. It didn't happen. I knew she wasn't real. I said a minimum of 3 right now. I have people that hate on, I had people to spend their hard-earned money with me just to be a part of my downfall. If you are a business owner, whether you sell products or services, understand there's a lot of people that spend money with you every day so they can be the beginning of your downfall. Trust and believe that all money ain't good money. Huh? We had a lady last night who sent me a cash app, and she sent me a cash app before. The last time she cashed at me was October 7th. The last time she cashed at me was October 7th, 2022. She sent me a cash app, and her question was, who is Darnell to me? Now, I've had people ask me a whole bunch of questions. A lot of times people don't even have to ask me a question, or I get them on the phone. I've read some of y'all just on the screen. I look at your name and tell you something about yourself, and y'all be like, oh my God, how does she know that? When I read that question yesterday, the lady sent me about $10. When I read that question yesterday, I automatically knew that she was testing me. And I called her out on it. Now that's the real flex. Because see, no matter what I said about who Darnell was to her, she was waiting to pounce in the comments to say, no, you wrong. That's not that. So what I did was, you want a reading, I'm going to give you a reading. You want a reading, I'm going to read you. I'm going to read the real thing. And the real thing is, you're testing me. You're testing me. You think that this is some type of money grab, that I am so hard up that I am willing to risk my integrity, my accuracy for a piece of change, for a cash app. So what I saw, when I laughed, because see, that's the real reading. And normally, see, I said you have to learn how to smile in the midst of haters. You have to learn how to be positive in a room of haters, because normally, hey, Miss Cindy, normally what I used to do when people would try me is that I would tell their business. Now, you want me to read you? I'm going to read you. I'm going to give you just what you want. I'm going to tell all your business out here. I'm going to tap in. Okay, I'm going to be like, sweetie, tap, tap, tap in. I'm going to tap in, and I'm going to tell all the business that you don't want to talk about. And you ain't got to confirm or deny it, because I'm going to read you like I'm reading this book. But I said, you know what? It was a good night last night. I had a good day yesterday. I had a good weekend. I've had a good month. It's a good year. It's a good life. So for that thing, I told her, I said, know that I know. See, what y'all don't understand is, a good way to stay positive in the midst of your haters, a good way to learn how to smile in the midst of your haters, is to let them know that I know. See, when people know that you know, they got to move differently. Know that I know what you're doing. I said, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and refund you this, because it ain't even that. It don't even matter at this point. I've had enough confirmations, enough affirmations, enough people that I've serviced, that I've read, that whatever the case may be, that it doesn't even matter at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and refund you. You hear me? And didn't, Taylor. I'm going to go ahead and refund you because you're playing with my gifts. Don't play with your mammy, but don't play with me. And I refunded her. And I let that go. And we moved on. And we went on about our business, okay? And we kept on moving. And had I not learned how to smile in the midst of my haters, we wouldn't have that beautiful moment at the end. If you missed last night's readings, please go back and watch them on YouTube. When I was talking about mediumship, there was a beautiful moment at the end where one of my people who follow me, she's also a spiritual person herself. She's in my group, The Power of 10. I did not even know that her husband had passed. I did not know her husband had passed until earlier. She's never told me nothing about her husband. We've never talked about that. I help her in business, and she's working on the Power of 10 group. And we were talking about mediumship, and her husband came through. Her husband came through and said something to her through me, because I'm only a vessel. Said something to her through me that I never would have known. And everybody who was watching witnessed it in the comments, and I then called her. I called her. I said, can I call you? And she let me call her. And I said some things that listen, he came on live to check on his wife. Yes. And I said some things to her through him. Yes. He talked to her through me. Right? He talked to her through me. And when I'm manifesting, that man was sitting here manifesting with me. It was beautiful, y'all. And when I manifested, the manifestation was for her. Was for her to feel his arms wrapped around her once more, to feel his heartbeat on her back. That was for her. And had I let my energy been convoluted, had I let my energy had gone awry dealing with this hater from before, we probably never would have had that moment. We never would have had that moment. And she says on the live, she says, I felt it. She said, and then her son came and hugged her. She said, I felt his arms, right? Yeah. So again, that's what I'm saying. Friends say, it was real. So what I'm saying is this: you have to learn how to be positive in a room full of haters. You hear what I'm saying? You have to learn how to keep a smile on your face, and don't fake it till you make it, but let it be genuine and real. Because the only way to get a hater, the only way that you're going to kill a hater is to keep growing. The only way to kill a hater is to keep growing. You hear me? Keep growing. Keep showing. Y'all, okay, listen, let's get back to this book. Okay, we talked about that. Let's go ahead and turn the page to 232. It says, listen. Wait, let me say this to say that. Back on 231. Negotiate with the hater and you create opportunities for him. Negotiate with the hater and you create opportunities for him. A small compromise, we on 232, people. A small compromise becomes the toehold he needs to tear you apart. Stop negotiating with haters. Stop trying to make a hater your friend. Stop trying to make haters your friend. Stop trying to befriend that man's baby mama. She don't like you. Huh? Stop trying to befriend his mama. She don't like you. Stop trying to be friends with his little girl. She don't like you. You hear me? When you befriend a hater, when you try to take the nice route with the person who is oh my God, who is preying on your downfall, you give them an opportunity that they didn't have before. You give them an inside look. You give them a chance to peer inside. And now they have more ammo. It says compromise becomes a toehold they need to tear you apart. The sudden bold move without discussion or warning obliterate these toeholds and builds your authority. Listen, the sudden bold move without discussion or warning obliterates these toeholds and builds your authority. You terrify doubters and despisers and gain the confidence of the many who admire and glorify those who act boldly. Okay, somebody said she's talking to me. Listen, we at the bottom of page 232. We at the bottom of page 232. Let's get into it. It says, when you are small and obscure as David, we talking about David and Goliath. When you are small and obscure as David was, you must find a Goliath to attack. The larger the target, the more attention you gain. The bolder the attack, the more you stand out from the crowd and the more admiration you earn. Listen, society, I'm on the top of 233. Society is full of those who think daring thoughts, but lack the guts to print and publicize them. Come on, y'all. Come on. Society is full of those who think daring thoughts, but lack the guts to print and publicize them. Y'all, when I was at the Jill Scott concert, listen, when I was at the Jill Scott concert, she had a couple people open up with her who I think was dope. And they had this one lady come out, and I guess she has a podcast or it's pretty big. I've only seen her once on social media, and I just kind of watched the thing and I went on. So listen. I had a, what's her name? She goes by Don't Call Me White Girl. Have y'all heard of her? I think her name is Don't Call Me White Girl. I know she's pretty big. So she came out, she said she's a comedian, and, you know, she started telling jokes. Now, I'm going to say this to say that. I haven't watched her stuff, so I'm not an authority to speak on her stuff. I haven't watched all her things. I saw one video of hers, and she was interviewing somebody, and I went on. So she came out. And this is my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. In my opinion, as an ex stand-up comedian, as an ex-professional comedian, my opinion, y'all, you don't have to do all the cussing to make it funny. Cursing does not make jokes funny. This is my opinion. Now, some of the stuff she was saying was relevant. It was relatable. But all of the cursing and the N's and the F's and the B's and the this and the that and the da-da-da-da-da, the people in my group, again, I'm just speaking for the people in my little area. I sat next to two older women, and she ain't going to survey the whole crowd because she going to come out and be her. I sat next to two older women, and we had some professional people behind us. I was sitting next to a professional man. It was a professional couple in front of us. At some point in her set, the energy became cringy because it was just a lot of cussing at that point. It was just a lot of unnecessary F's and B's and C's and D's and elemental P's and this, that, and the other, right? It was just a lot. But the one thing she said that was true was, she said, I say what you want to say. That's what she said. She said, I say what you want to say. I say what you scared to say. And with that, girl, you got it. She said, I say what y'all want to say. And that
Zoe mouth, lipstick.
I swear to God, I can't take it, y'all. This damn Zoe. Zoe, I'm on Clash. Jesus. Y'all, I can't take it. That damn Zoe, it don't matter. Jesus Christ. Y'all, I'm hopefully my thing on there. They talking about, hey, Zoe. Hopefully my doggone thing on TikTok come back up, but we watching it over here. I can't take it. It's Zoe. You know what, God? You know what, Lord? Peace be still. I tell Zoe, I'm back, y'all. What's up, Florida? I tell Zoe every day. I told Zoe this morning. No, Zion is in class. Zoe, she said, I forgot you was on live. Oh my God. She said, she just texted me. She said, I forgot you was on live. Listen. I told Zoe today. Zoe, listen. Zoe just got out of class. She in college too. She just got out of class. And Lord knows, let me say this and say that. First of all, Lord, I want to thank you. Before I get to complaining, Lord, I want to thank you for allowing me to have a relationship with my children. Well, at least 3 out of the 4. Lord, I want to thank you for that. That's number one. Before I get to complaining, let me say this and say that. Lord, I thank you for allowing me to have a relationship with my grown children. Lord, I thank you that they're not calling from jail. I thank you they're calling from college. They could be calling from a cell, but they're calling from college. So let me tell you something. As long, hey, listen, because see, we quick to complain, but we ain't quick to give God glory. So as long, listen, 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 listen. And as long, Lord, as long as you allow my children to call while they're getting their education, they can interrupt any live I got. You hear me? They can interrupt any live I have. So first and foremost, Lord, I thank you. See, we're quick to complain, but we're not quick to give thanks. Lord, I thank you. Huh? I thank you. She could be calling from a cell. Lord, she could be calling from a low-paying job. Lord, I thank you. I thank you. Huh? If that's the only problem I have out of my child is that she calls me during my life when she's leaving class, then Lord, you can let her call every day. Let her call every day. You hear me? Hey. If that's the only problem I have out of my 2 children is that they call me when they in class, Lord, they interrupt the live to tell me how their college class went, Lord, let them call every day. And I say thank you. I say thank you. I'm not going to complain. I started to go into a rant. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Come on, somebody. Hey, we got to stop complaining and giving thanks. I'm not going to complain. You hear me? That's it. That's all. Gee. My daughter called me because she said you didn't send me what you wanted me to email. She's trying to do her job. If y'all don't know, Zoe worked for me. Zoe worked for me. Honey, Zoe worked for me and Zen, okay? Zoe worked for me and the baby. And if that's the only thing that she was doing was calling me to try to get her job done, Lord, she can interrupt every live I got. You hear me? Let's go ahead and get back to this. Come on, somebody. I am, listen, blessed and not stressed. Let me tell you something. Listen, it says society is full of those who think daring thoughts, but lack the guts to print and publicize them. If you voice what the public feels, the expression of shared feelings is always powerful. Huh? So if you're looking for a way to be bold on the internet, if you're looking for a way to get your name out there, yes, it says voice what the public feels. The expression of shared feelings is always powerful. Search out the most prominent target possible and sling your boldest shots. Okay? Kevin Samuels did it with black women. He did black men too, but Kevin Samuels did it with black women. Charleston White do it with any rapper that's popping right now. Charleston White do it with the rappers. Eric Mays do it with the whole city of Flint, Michigan. Baby, if y'all don't vote Eric Mays for president, what are we doing? It says, search out the most prominent target possible and sling your boldest shots. The world will enjoy the spectacle and will honor the underdog, you. That is with glory and power. See, let me tell you something. Everybody like an underdog. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody likes an underdog. Okay? But let me tell you something. If the people, this ain't in the book, this is Coach Misty. If the people who was rooting for you as an underdog still remain underdogs while you elevate, that the rooting for you, the rooting for you to do great will turn to the opposite. They will then look for holes and flaws in your story. Listen to what I'm saying. If the people that's rooting for you as an underdog do not elevate while you elevate, once you get to the top, it's going to be a problem. This is why I want to take you with me. Huh? Somebody help Flores. Help my friend out here. This is why I need y'all to go on the journey with me. Because if you still remain an underdog, see, everybody like an underdog, because the underdog is relatable. Just like, let's go back to Don't Call Me White Girl, right? Let's go back to her. Now, she came out on stage. Here's the deal. I like her. I love her. She said what she want to say. I just ain't like all the cursing. You know, I call y'all H's every day. To me, it just got a little bit excessive, but I like what she was saying. She was funny, right? She came out looking like Philly. Is she from Philly, baby? She came out looking like Philly. She looked like, if I had saw her in the crowd outside, I wouldn't know who she was, because she came out looking like everybody else. So it made her relatable. Now, if she turn around and get her body done, she turn around and she start wearing a real long nails and she tone it down a bit, and she stops looking relatable to the people who brought her up, to the people that supported her, they're going to turn on her. They're going to turn on her. That's with anybody. You hear me? Let me put it on me, because see, I like to give good scenarios. Let me make a personal scenario. Today, we have, anytime I do Midday Manifest, I might have about 1,000 people who watch me. 1,000. On good days, you might have 2,000 people, right? And I look like this. House dress. This the same raggedy ponytail I done had since Saturday. I still ain't undid it. I was just happy that I braided a little bit. Same raggedy ponytail since I had Saturday. I ain't got no oil on my face, no earrings in my ears. I'm ashy yet classy at the same time. Let's just say people start catching on the Midday Manifest. People start saying, hey, I heard about this chick named Coach Misty. I'm going to tune in. And these numbers go from 100 people watching at one time to 200 to 300. So next thing you know, I got 1,000 people watching at a time. My numbers go from 1,000 people that watch me for Midday Manifest to 10,000 people for watching me for Midday Manifest. And once my numbers start growing, my looks start changing, right? Listen, let me tell you what people do. I'll have the same thing that say donate to BAWFITT with 2 T's. If you like what I'm saying, you can leave a donation. Thank you very much. If you don't worry about it, because I'm still going to do what I do. If my numbers start increasing, which means my donations probably start increasing and my looks start changing, if I start coming on the Midday Manifest with real clothes on, and I did not get a background behind me, it ain't these old blinds, these old funky blinds no more. And it's fun. You may not be able to see it on here, but I got exercise equipment behind me. And I get me a little backdrop, and I start getting better lighting. You know what you gonna say? Oh, so that's what she doing with my money? I could have been saving up to do this, right? They gonna say, oh, she thinks she all that now because she got some more followers. Oh, she thinks she all that because she got 1 million followers now. I bet you that, because when you're an underdog, and when you're an underdog, people, you're more relatable because you relate to the people who see the underdog. The underdog in you relates to the underdog in them. But if they don't elevate at the rate that you're elevating, or they're not on the same journey that you are on, the same people who cheer you on will become your haters. I'm going to take a sip. Okay? Listen. It says, let's go to Keys of Power. We are going to finish this up, y'all. We are going to finish this up because tomorrow is going to be ridiculous. Keys to Power, 233. All great seducers succeed through, what the hell is that? Effantry. I don't know. Did somebody look this word up? It's EFF. See, that's one thing about me. I ain't about to sit up here and act like I know. You said if they donate, why would it matter? But people are weird these days because that's what people think. People think that. Listen, people think that. People be like, oh, so she bought that with my money. Girl, you sent $2 once. People be like, oh, okay, so that's what she doing now. Listen. Let's talk about being seduced. I'm dead ass. Like, that's how people think. Let's talk about being seduced, okay? It says part of the charm of being seduced is that it makes us feel engulfed, temporarily outside of ourselves and the usual doubts that permeate our lives. The moment the seducer hesitates, the charm is broken, right? Part of the charm is being seduced, that it makes you feel good. Y'all ever been seduced by something or somebody? Huh? You ever had that happen before? Have you ever, listen, Have you ever had somebody just walk up into you and be like, see, B, we think when we hear the word seduce, our minds go to a stupid place. You can seduce somebody with your words. I can seduce you with a compliment. See, that's the problem. This is why people are able to run game on you. Because when you talk about seduction, and we might do the art of seduction, but when we talk about seduction, you automatically go to the physical and you forget about the mental. You forget about the emotional. You forget about the spiritual. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Can I say it one more time? When we talk about seduction, we only think about the physical, which allows us to be played, because we forget that seduction happens on the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. I can find a person, I can pick a person out the crowd that I can tell don't feel good about themselves, and I can pump them up. I can pump them up and be like, baby, girl, you doing it today. You're doing it today, friend. I see you. Come on, girl. Friend, let me see you. You're doing it, huh? Yeah, I could do that, right? I'm seducing her. I'm playing to her emotions. I'm playing. Come on, somebody. I see that she's timid. I see, you just say, got him. I see that she's timid. I see that she needs a friend. I see that she don't feel good about herself. So I can, as friend said, I can gas you up. I can gas you up. And as long as I keep gassing you up, you're going to do what I want you to do. I'm going to get me another button today. As long as I keep gassing you up, you're going to do what I need you to do. But the minute the gas runs dry, Houston, we got a problem. Huh? It says, listen, I'm going to repeat that again. It says, part of the charm of being seduced is that it makes us feel engulfed, temporarily outside of ourselves and the usual doubts that permeate our lives. The moment the seducer hesitates, the charm is broken because we have become aware of the process of their deliberate effort to seduce us, of their self-consciousness. Boldness directs attention outward and keeps the illusion alive. Boldness directs the attention outward and keeps the illusion alive. It never induces awkwardness or embarrassment. And if we if we admire the bold and prefer to be around them, because their self-confidence infects us and draws us outside of our own realm of inwardness and reflection. So here's the deal. I don't have to gas you up. I'm bold as hell. Audacity is my middle name. I don't have to gas you up. No. You know why? You know what I can do to get you? I ain't got to gas you up. I just got to let you hang around me. I don't have to gas you up. If I allow you into my circle, as bold as I am, my boldness is going to rub off on you. I don't have to be like, girl, you doing it. You killing it. You is in the game. I ain't never seen nothing like you before, because my boldness, my boldness commands a certain respect, whether you like me or love me. When I enter a room, my boldness commands a certain respect. I don't seek attention. I am the attention. Oh, I don't seek attention. I am the attention. I don't have to go in a room and be loud. I don't have to go in a room and say anything. My style, I hate when people like, oh, she confident. No, I'm just Misty. My style, my sense of being, not confidence. Because some people buy confidence. They try to buy it. They try to grow it. They try to sell it. My sense of worth, my sense of who I am. This is who I am. And I'm okay with who I am. That makes people intrigued. It makes some people nervous. It makes other people nosy. And says a lot of, and it makes most of them interested. They want to say, I want to know who she is. Who is this? Right? Or it might be followed with a, who do she think she is? And that's fine too. right? But I'm saying this, by allowing a person who doesn't have that boldness to be around me, they will have no, listen, they will have to grow a pair. They will have to grow a pair. They will have to. Huh? The attention that I attract will then fall on them, right? So I don't have to gas you up. I just have to let you ride along with me. I don't have to gas you up because people are going to automatically assume, what's up, friend? People are automatically going to assume that you are giving the same energy that I'm giving because you with me. So as long as I let you be around me, then I know I got you in my back pocket. You hear me? Listen, but here's the deal. Hey, praise be to God. I only hang with other bold people. So I don't have that problems. I don't hang with people who need me to gas them up. I don't hang with clout chasers. I don't hang with folks. I hang with people who are bold in their own right. Huh? I hang with people who got their own boldness about them. So baby, we out here looking like superheroes. We out here looking like the Fabulous Four. Huh? The Mighty Five. We out here, listen, we out here giving life. Everybody got their own flavor to savor. Somebody write that down. Everybody got their own flavor to savor. Okay? I'm not the type of person that have to I don't hang around a bunch of nobodies to make me somebody. I hang around a lot of somebodies because we need to be noticed by everybody. Am I a rapper or not? I am spitting bars. Who need an extra person in a rap group? I don't even know what I just said. Okay? Somebody write it down. I don't even know what I just said. Let's finish this so I can go about my business. Listen, it says, you must practice and develop your boldness. You will often find uses for it. The best place to begin is often the delicate world of negotiation, particularly those discussions in which you are asked to set your own price. How often we put ourselves down by asking for too little. I talked about this yesterday. Go back and watch the replay on YouTube. I talked about that. I said in another world, in another life, I actually have a master. I have an MBA with a concentration in HR management. Look at me. I got smart as hell real quick. I touched them glasses. I have an MBA with a concentration in HR management. And in some other world, some other place, some other space, they used to let me hire folks. Crazy. Anyway, so I tell y'all, when y'all go into these negotiations with these jobs, ask you something outrageous. Normally, your outrageous is above what they offering, and then they'll give you the top of the pay scale because they're going to try to negotiate you and meet you in the middle. It says, listen, that Henry Kissinger too knew that in negotiation, bold demands work better than starting off with the piecemeal concessions and trying to meet the other person halfway. Set your value high. Set your value high. Listen, understand, if boldness is not natural, neither is being timid. It is an acquired habit picked up out of a desire to avoid conflict. If being timid has taken a hold of you, then root it out. If you're timid, you don't have to be timid all your life. Your fears of the consequences of a bold action are way out of proportion to reality. And in fact, the consequences of being timid are worse. Your value is lowered and you create a self-fulfilling cycle of doubt and disaster. Remember, the problems created by an audacious move can be disguised, even remedied, by more and greater audacity. All right, y'all, let's talk about the reversal of the law. Then we're going to manifest and go and get up out of here. The reversal says this: boldness should never be the strategy behind all of your actions. And I believe in this. Listen. Boldness should never be the strategy behind all of your actions. It is a tactical instrument to be used at the right moment. Plan and think ahead and make the final element the bold move that'll bring your success. Boldness is a learned response. It is only one that you learn to control and utilize at will. To go through life armed with audacity will be tiring and also fatal. So I'm saying this to say that you ain't got to be bold in everything that you do every day. People gonna get tired of that. Okay, you ain't got to be bold in everything that you do every day, right? Okay, I wear my clothes. Sometimes my outfits are a bold choice, not because they don't fit, but they just be a bold choice because of the color scheme. But then sometimes I just wear all black. A lot of times I wear all black. So that way, when I do pop out in the pink leather pants and the hoodie, or I do pop out in the one piece, okay, in a onesie looking like a Teletubby, then you be like, okay, coach, I see what you're doing. But other times I wear all black. I don't have to walk out with the audacity every day. It's just on the days that count. Okay. It says this. It says being timid has no place in the realm of power. You will often benefit, however, by being able to feign it. At that point, of course, it is no longer being timid, but an offensive weapon. So sometimes when I get quiet, I'm not timid, I'm quiet. You are luring people in with your show of shyness, all the better to pounce on them boldly later. So let me go ahead and Coach Misty that last statement. Even though I operate in the audacity most of the time, a lot of times I go into places and I just be quiet and I just observe. I don't say anything. I just sit in the corner and I be quiet. Not because I'm intimidated by the room. It's because it's too many bold people. There's too many people trying to be bold, acting bold, or want to be bold. So me coming in with my bold attitude, my bold speech, my bold, whatever the case may be, it ain't going to flow right now. So I know when it's time to sit back and just be. I know when that happened, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to sit back and just chill for a minute. Right? I might chill just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It might be the whole day. I might say, you know what, I'll come back at another time because this ain't the time right now, right? This ain't the time for my bold action. But I took a survey of the room. I know who what is and what they're talking about and what kind of game they running. And then I'll leave. And listen, as quietly as I walked in, I'll walk out. But guess what? I'll be back. Because I'm about to go back to the drawing board and get a game plan. I'm about to go back to the drawing board and get a game plan. And when I come back, game over. All right, y'all. Listen. I think we had a time today. Sip on it. Mm-hmm. We had a time today. Listen. I'm going live tonight. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm going live tonight. So if you're watching me, the couple people that's here watching me, you'll be the first to know I'm going live tonight. And we're going to try something a little different tonight. We're going to try mediumship tonight. Now, it ain't going to be donation only because that'd be crazy. But I'm going to let y'all, I'm going to, baby, they're going to be lined up waiting. I'm going to let y'all folks come on through today. We're going to try that tonight. Okay? All right, y'all. But in the meantime, between time, let's go ahead and manifest. Now, tomorrow is something that I preach to my business owners. I do business consulting. I just don't call myself Coach Misty because it's trendy. I actually am a life coach, a certified life coach. I'm not ordained minister. I'm actually a personal trainer. So I've been calling myself Coach. Coach been in my title a long time before it became trendy. But tomorrow, law number 29 says plan all the way to the end. Plan all the way to the end. That's what y'all be missing. Okay? Y'all come up with a business plan and you only plan for the first 3 months, the first quarter, the first year, the first 5 years, but nobody plans all the way to the end. What? You know how crazy it would be if somebody said, I'm not going to do a 5-year plan for my life. I'm going to do a death plan. What? I'm going to do a death plan. I'm going to write out how my life is going to be until God takes me from this earth at the age of 89. What? I'm going to write out everything that I'm going to do until God takes me from this earth when I'm 89. You know, the old folks, and we about to manifest, so let me say this and say that. You know, the old folks used to predict when they was going to live. Do y'all know that? Y'all ain't never heard your grandmother or great grandmother, if you was blessed to have a great grandmother around, say, Lord, let me just make it to 99. Lord, let me make it to 92. And how many of our saints made it to 92 and then they would die when they was 92? They would say, Lord, just let me make it to 93 and I'll be that. Yeah. And most of them, they wouldn't change it every year. They would thank God for it. And they just say, Lord, if you let me make it to 93, I'll be all right. My grandmother, she passed in 2021. And my grandmother would say this. My grandmother had a special attachment to my oldest son, Ian. Ian is 25. And she would say, Lord, just let me make him to see he's 21. She would say, Lord, just let me make it till he grown, till he 21. Okay? So Ian is 25. She died. She made it to, well, I'm going to say this. She had dementia. So in her right mind, she made it till he's about 21 in her right mind. After that, baby, she didn't know who I was. She didn't know if I was Misty or Loretta Devine. Okay? But my grandmother would say, Lord, let me make it till he's 21. She would say, Lord, I would hear my grandmother pray at night when he was a little boy. And she would say, Lord, let me make it to see him be a grown man. And that's all I ask. We don't do that no more. We don't plan it out to the end. We don't plan it to the end. And because we don't plan it to the end, we lose control. Listen, because we don't plan it to the end, we lose control of everything that happens up until that date. Whether it's in business, whether it's in love, whether it's in finances, whatever, we do not plan it all the way to the end. You know what I tell God, Lord, let me make it to be 89, Lord. Let me make it to be 89, Lord. Let me sit on the porch in my jean jacket and my jean overalls and my grandkids' kids around. Because by 89, I still got over 40 more years to go. I got granddaughters. They could have kids. They gonna have kids by then. I mean, I hope it ain't gonna be a whole bunch of teen pregnancies, but they kids could have kids. You know what I'm saying? Lord, just let me make it to 89. Let me make it. I don't want to be 100. That's too damn long. Lord, just let me make it to 89. Let me see my grandkids with their kids. I want to be sitting on the porch cussing everybody out. Lord, I want you, Lord, when you take me, I want to be in my right mind. You hear me? That's another reason why I want to be in my right mind, Lord. I want to be able to take care of myself. Huh? Yeah. And I want to go out with a smile on my face. Huh? Yes, God, I do. Absolutely. Huh? So guess what? Tomorrow we are going to talk about law number 29. Let me make sure that's the law. Law number 29. And it says, plan all the way to the end. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and manifest. As always, thank you to all the new people that's here. If you follow me today, thank you so much. Know that listen, and be honest. If you follow me, I will never inbox you. A lot of scammers and bammers make up fake pages of me and they come and follow y'all and be in y'all inbox somebody, I got a good word for you. That ain't me. So if you follow me today, I don't have a good word for you. I haven't checked my cash yet, but hey, I don't care if it's $1 in there or 10. Thank you to whoever chose to donate today and any other day. I love y'all because y'all love me back. All right. I'm blessed to be able to do this for y'all Monday through Friday around noon-ish. I'll be on sometime between 12 and 12:15 Central Standard Time. If you are not getting notifications, I suggest you go sign up on my YouTube. Go sign up on my YouTube and click the notification button. And if I'm on YouTube, then y'all know I'm on TikTok, so you can watch me at either place. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and manifest. Remember, I always tell you something. Stop asking God for things that you are not ready for things you have not planned for things that you just are out of your wheelhouse. Stop doing that, because it causes you to lose faith. And Lord, thank you for my moderators. We got professional.km. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you're not, I suggest y'all go. I'm gonna have Zoe. That's another email Zoe's gonna send out today. Is not getting notifications. Go to YouTube and subscribe and hit the notification. So tonight we're gonna do mediumship. Maybe some of y'all relatives they fighting to get to the top of the line. We're gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna send the thing out and we're gonna get it ready. But anyway, let's go ahead and manifest. One thing I'm asking God to do today is to protect my spirit, my well-being tonight. For me, just to open up the veil like that is a little different. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. We're going to breathe in, breathe out 3 times. So we're going to do it twice. Breathe in, breathe out twice. The last one, I'm going to tell you to hold it. Hold your breath if you can. And whatever you're asking God to do in your life, I want you to see it, believe it, and know it, and then release. And then on the count of 3, you're going to manifest with me. You ready? Let's go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Hold it. I need you to see it, believe it, and know it, and release. Now, on the count of 3, I want you to manifest to me. You ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all. As always, thank you to everybody who watched me on Facebook and YouTube. I have now made my stuff public on Facebook, so you can share with somebody. Remember, share this live with somebody that may change their life. And I'll see y'all tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.